time. Alhamdulillah, inshallah, we will get started. So warm welcome to everybody who's joined. May Allah reward each and every one of you to be here, for take the time out, and inshallah, helping start the program on a great tone, inshallah. So we'll inshallah start with the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this is really the purpose of us getting together here, is to be able to follow this hadith, which is that if Allah guides one person uh, through you, it is better for you than all that is on the earth. This is a hadith in Bukhari, and this is something we need to keep in front and center for all of us, inshallah, as we get started with this year, inshallah. So over to you, Jubair.
Jazakallahu khair kaseer. I hope everybody can hear me. If you can, let me hear an alhamdulillah that yes, we are all well seated, ready for our orientation, teacher orientation, and it's an absolute pleasure to have everybody, to see your, warm text and your presence. May Allah SWT reward you for the best of the best. And subhanallah, it's just gives us goosebumps that we think, we decide, we plan, and then Allah SWT enables us to get to that state. So alhamdulillah, inshallah, we start tomorrow with this program. You have seen the flyers, you have seen the things. Inshallah, there's still time to invite others to khayr and benefit from it. Last night we were at the facility setting the books and things, and was just feeling so envious of you all, mashallah, that alhamdulillah, through you, Allah SWT has enabled so many families to benefit. So inshallah, in this session, just a quick reminder, just a quick thing, that tomorrow is our day number 1, inshallah, for parent orientation. And inshallah, looking forward to have you all join us at the breakfast tomorrow morning, so that we can get to meet in person, hug each other, and Allah SWT keep us all bonded on khayr, and Allah SWT reunite us in the highest level of Jannat Ul Firdaus. So if you have seen this before too, go ahead and type 1. That just gives us an idea that yes, alhamdulillah, we have seen everything and we are on page with the flyers. Jazakallah khair, Sister Nazia. Jazakallah khair, Dania. Sister Saida. Sister Mehraj. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Yes, we all are, alhamdulillah. And Zain, you have seen this. I think you are seeing this. So alhamdulillah. So tabarakallah, Allah SWT accept. We ask Allah, Rabbi adkhilni mudkhala sidkin wa akhrijni mukhraja sidkin wa ja'alni min ladunka sultanan nasira. Allah SWT help us enter with honesty, leave with honesty, and create helpers for us. So there are going to be a lot of support members tomorrow on site, and we will introduce to them, you as well, inshallah. But right now, let's take a sneak peek into our rooms. And this is Adventurers, which is going to be grades pre-K to K. And here in this room would be Sister Melanie and another support teacher. So these new rooms will be allocated. Sister Dania will be putting the signs. So inshallah, when you will arrive, you will see your classroom tags with the signs posted on those classrooms. So inshallah, just look for that. The rooms have been allocated based on Ilm Academy's, like how they wanted us to use it. So these have been allocated, and we will follow the same protocol, that when we enter, we'll make sure that we make a video of as we are entering, and we will make a video as we are leaving, so that the entire system is not disrupted. So anything like on this table, we see the spinner with the materials, we can just move it away during the class time, and then we bring it back, and then inshallah we record a video. So alhamdulillah, we have been doing it last time as well. So for discoverers, Sister Mehraj, inshallah, grade 1 and 2 as a lead. This room has been allocated for you. Just a quick pictorial view of them. In this room, you can see that the desks are already like turned front side back. So students are not accessing anything inside, so that students' materials are kept intact, and that is not bothered with, our presence there. And that can enable our rising stars to learn, rise and shine in a focused way. We will have the Explorers grade 3 and 4. That's a bigger classroom. So this is our older adventure room where they will be, inshallah. And again, on site, we will show you more, like these signs will be posted all over the place. Seekers is grades 5 and 6. A room has been allocated for them. The teacher in charge, if possible, they can flip the desk again so that the contents inside the desk are all, put in place and they are not affected, inshallah. The Pathfinders grades 7 and 8 will be going to the mezzanine level. This is upstairs. It's a temporary, right now this room is like it's set up for a classroom for next 2 weeks till we do have 2 modulars added in Ilm Academy, which are outside on by the playground area. Hopefully, we still are waiting for some permissions on that. So hopefully once that approved, we might have some adjustments. So in case there's anything that you have a suggestion, so you can always reach out to Sister Sana, and we can see what can be done as far as the classroom allocation or any concern or anything regarding that is coming up. So the high schoolers, this year we have the 4-year Quran program starting, and that will be inshallah in the STEAM lab. Allah SWT enable all our high schoolers to excel in all that they do. So I will hand it over to Sister Sana to go over academia programming, inshallah. And at the end, we will open up for question and answer. Jazakumullah khair.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everybody. Hope all is doing well. So nice to see everybody here, alhamdulillah. So I'll just quickly start with the academia part. So as we already know what the program is about, inshallah. Structured curriculum, we try to have progression, interactive teaching style is our core strength, separate classrooms, student-centered learning, and safe environment. So let's go to the next one. Sister Deveria, how can we change this?
Sorry, 1 second, Sister Sana. Sorry about that. We were trying Google Meets and everything. Okay, here you go, inshallah. So you can share the screen, inshallah.
I don't think I have it right now.
You can now. You're the co-host. So inshallah, you can share.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you able to, or?
Let me see.
And she can only share.
Are you able to do it now?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
So can everybody see my slide now?
Alhamdulillah.
Ji, alhamdulillah.
Okay. So let's go to our agenda. So let me quickly move the bar up. Okay. So today we are going to review the classroom policies, the schedule, and the calendar. Okay, so this is our calendar. I will be sharing this on the group as well. It mentions all the holidays, the events that are coming up, the dates, so that all the teachers can know the dates in advance, and they can plan accordingly for anything that they want to, do during the semester. This is the curriculum source. So all the books are mentioned here. We are recording this session so the teachers can go back and look at all the curriculum if they want to, later on. And if any supplemental books are needed, you're most welcome to reach out to us, and we can give you some extra books for any session planning. So these are for the Sira. These are all according to the grade level. Then this is for all other topics, and this is for all the online resources. So the reason why we're showing this is because a lot of parents ask us where we are teaching the source from. What is the source of the curriculum? So we want to be really clear that whatever we are teaching is coming from somewhere. It's from the authentic source, inshallah. Okay, so this student enrollment information, we want all the teachers to know if the parent asks them about it. So just to have an understanding for all the teachers here, that these are the recommended age groups for all the kids according to the grade levels. So this is our recommendation for them, but based on level of maturity of each student, we can still assess as teachers if somebody's mature enough to go to the next level, we can recommend it to them. And we also recommend all students to stay in the same grade level for 2 years. For example, if there was a child who was in Discoverers last year, and if he was 6 at that time, now he's 7, so he's still eligible to stay in Discoverers. But if he's 8, then we can consider him for Explorers. This applies for all levels. So wanted to have teachers understanding for this so that they can assess students accordingly when the semester ends or when the year ends. So you can decide and let us know that, that this particular student is eligible for the next one, or they can still stay here, inshallah. Communication medium. So how do we communicate? So you must have seen that we have 2 group chats. So wanted to let you guys know what they are. What's the purpose of both the chats, right? For the teachers. One is academia group chat. So this is for the core team where we discuss all the, classroom issues, any schedules that we want to share with the teachers, any issue that arises during the session, we can share it on this group. Classroom check-in and check-out photos, any activity photos that we take during the session. So all is shared on this academia group. This is what it's for. It's for the core teacher, core team. And the Warriors group is for the support team, anyone who wants to volunteer, anyone who wants to support Rising Stars in any way. So we add them here so that to share any marketing campaign that's coming up. And then we do the soft dismissal. All the communication of the dismissal is done on this group. So this group, we do not use it for posting any photographs. So it becomes a little confusing sometimes for the teachers. But if you can just remember that the Warriors is for anyone who wants to support Rising Stars in any way. So we don't want to share photos because we have a privacy policy that parents don't want the kids' photos to be shared, to the public in general. So we are selective about which photo we want to share on the on our social media platform as well. So since we have it on the core team, then we can choose and select, and then we can share from there, inshallah. So keep that in mind. And then you already know about these, the Facebook pages, and we are also on Instagram and Be a Rising Star. So Be a Rising Star is basically for the community level where we do live coverage, we do marketing campaign, any events that we are covering. And the Maktab page is for the weekly activities that we can share, whatever we are doing in the classroom. So we use this platform for that. So photograph policy, a lot of teachers don't know, and it gets confusing. So we just wanted to have this out there to avoid taking pictures of girls, especially. And why do we have this policy? Because there's some parents who they have permission of the photograph. So we do take permission. There's some who don't give the permission, and they want us to respect their daughter's privacy. So for the older grades, seekers, pathfinders, strivers, and female teachers, we try not to take pictures of girls, females. But for all other grades like adventurers, discoverers, explorers, it's fine because they're still younger. So the parents are fine with it. So just want you all to keep that in mind. And arrival dismissal, inshallah. So let's go through this so that we're all on the same page. So as you know, the timings have changed slightly. It's 10:45 a.m. to 2:15 p.m. now for all the students, except for the strivers class, which is 10:15. It starts at 10:15. So because of this drop-off time now starts at 10:30. So between 10:30, 10:45, we will be expecting the students to come in. So because of this, we would request the teachers, if they're able to come between 10:15, 10:30, or 10, if 10:30 is also okay, so that the teachers get the time to settle in the class and, plug in the computers and everything, because that takes a little while. And then the students can come in, so the classroom is ready and we're ready to start the class. Procedure for check-in, check-out, Sister Javeria also already mentioned it. So the reason why we do this is because we have an agreement with Ilm Academy that we have to hand over the class the same way that we got it. So to avoid any issues in the long run, we try to take the photos so that, it's all transparent that this is how we got the class and this is how we're giving it back. It's just important to give it back the same way that we found it, whatever way the teacher wanted. If the teacher wants a chair on top of the table or on the stacked on the side, so we just want to make sure that we hand it over back to them like that, inshallah. And then this is the dismissal. So dismissal basically is that after Zohar Salah, but for us as teachers, it starts at 2 p.m. because we're adding assembly also at 2 p.m. So we just want to remind the kids to, clean their desk and make sure their space is clean. Backpacks stay in the classroom because they're all coming back after Zohar Salah. So a lot of kids don't forget about it and they bring their backpack outside. So just remind them that, the backpacks can stay in the classroom. And then the teachers are requested to come with the students so that the discipline is maintained and they can remind the kids to, just stay silent for the assembly time. And then when we have Salah time, then we quickly bring them back in for silent dismissal. And then the procedure for silent dismissal is that we will be, Sister Dania will be posting about all the kids' dismissal on the Warriors WhatsApp group. So just put a thumbs up on the names so that Sister Dania knows that it has been acknowledged. And since the parents are waiting, we don't allow them to come to the classroom. So they are waiting for the kids to come back. So it's very important that the teachers keep sending them out quickly at this time. And let's go to the next one. This one is, this is the, yes?
Sister, I'm just going to add one thing. Like when the kids are coming out at the front, they do pick up treats for sharing a learning of the day, like any one thing that they want to share. So teachers are most welcome to give them like a little time, like maybe a minute or two to just prep them, like, as you're going out, what is one thing that stands out for you for the day? Because that, makes them shine as your student, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. And for classroom policy, we try our best not to use the classroom supplies so that the teachers who come back on Monday at Ilm, they know that however they left their class, it's the same way. And we do allow our kids to use the pencil sharpeners over there. But other than that, we have our own pencil pouches which what we give at the beginning of the class so that they have whatever they need. We give them the markers, coloring pencils, all the textbook, everything is there. The teachers will get their copy and they will, every week, they will get their vocabulary homework sheets that they will give the kids after the review of the words, and they will get the vocabulary assessment. And inshallah, on Sunday, all the teachers will get the class schedule with all the topics and everything so that they can plan their sessions accordingly, inshallah. Do teachers need to bring anything? Yes, the only thing that you guys need to bring is your laptops and with chargers if you need it, and the HDMI cable. So because it's with that we connect. But if you don't have a cable, that's fine. You can let us know, and we do have spare with us. And we will be sending the slide deck, I think a night or two before the session. So just make sure that you download it on your computer. It's ready for the next day, inshallah. And we are still like fine tuning this policy about taking our computers to every class. So last year we noticed that it would take up a lot of time to set up the computer by taking it to each class. So we want to try this, that we keep the computer of each teacher in the same class, and everybody can go and keep on using whatever computer was already placed. So that way it's a very smooth transition. So we don't have to keep plugging in and plugging out the computer every time. So the only issue for this is that if the computer has a code, so just make sure that you write it on a sticky note on the computer so that whoever's coming in, they know how to access it. And we can still see if we can, fine tune this. If the teachers have any suggestion, you can also come up with it. So, but for now, we are trying this and we'll see if this works better, because there was a lot of time that was getting wasted to, get the computers connected again after the break. So this is what we're going to try.
Right. And on that note, since most of us are like returning, I hope when we coming in tomorrow, the first thing we can check is make sure that our screens are up and running, and we can make sure that our welcome screen is on. So, and if anybody needs technical help, then Zanfa will be around also, Zen will be around also to help, inshallah. So the front desk, Dania will stay at the front. So just reach out to Zanfa or Zen, inshallah, and you can even post a message on this warrior group if anybody needs help in that regard, inshallah.
Javeri, I want to add here something. Sana and I was doing this exchange, but
Mhm.
most of the time what is happening, like, I'm so used to of my laptop and I was
Right.
unable to access how to share the screen from Sana's laptop.
True.
And sometimes, we also encounter like, the online, the PowerPoint.
Mhm.
It was like, whatever content I have added was not saved on the content because Sana has
This
updated
happened a
it.
few times. You're right.
Multiple. So I will suggest like, keeping the same laptops, but tomorrow is the best time. We can set up our laptops in the beginning right away, and then we
Right.
don't need to worry about.
Right. So I think the protocol can be like everybody, as you're coming in, just go set up your laptop so that is done, and then come to the breakfast. So then it's easier, like, you are done, it's ready on, and if
That's a
anybody
good
needs
idea.
help. So then once you're coming at the breakfast, if somebody needs to go in your classroom and fix something, you can tell that place also, so that we can have little relaxed breakfast and we are not worrying about, oh, my technology is not working. And the other thing is, like, ideally, we want to set up everything on the Google Drive, and then you should be able to access it from going inside the homerooms and then accessing your Google Drives as well, inshallah. So you don't have to even
No,
carry.
in that case, then the only solution what I find out last semester, and Sana is aware of that, like I completely set up my Google Drive slides separate from Sana's. So what update she's making, she can make in her slide and I can make in mine.
Yes. Just like right now, me and Sana, like we just worked our way, like, she shares screens of her side and my side, I just shared, right? So we can do that. And obviously the room allocations have changed. So it's new technology upstairs with Pathfinders. It's like more like a TV, which is like Chromecasted. So that's why I'm saying, like, first thing when we get in, just let's make sure that our rooms, whichever rooms are allocated to us, we are making sure that our technology is working, and you can get whoever you need to grab. There will be other male members also who are coming specifically for tech help. So Dr. Sarah's husband will be around, Zanfa would be around, Zain would be around. There will be some other people also.
Mashallah, Sister Nazia also helps with the tech. So.
Alhamdulillah. But obviously, Nazi can do her first before she goes and help others, because she has to teach also, right? So that's how it is. Inshallah.
Okay. So
and if anybody is needing the HDMI, you can write it in the comments even right now, so we can get an idea of what kind of support we need.
Inshallah. So let's quickly go through the weekly schedule for all teachers. So this is what it's going to look like every time, except for the first day. First day is going to be a little different. So we will start with Salah, like a Salah review, any important thing that we need to teach them. So for this also, we have some suggested topics every week so that we are only able to focus on that particular point. For example, if you want to work on the tashahhud or Surah Fatiha or anything. So every week we select one thing and we do it. And then we formally start the class at 11, where we welcome the students and we collect their homeworks and we review the reward points if we have time. We do our knowledge duas. And then till 11:30, so 11:30 is the time where they're settling in, we're doing the review, we're doing the assessment with the kids, and then the main lesson will be from 11:30 to 12:30. So this is at the teacher's discretion how much time she needs to do for the lesson. We recommend like 20 to 30 minutes, and so that we have enough time for some interaction with the kids. And while we do the workbook with them, that's the best time to interact also, ask questions from the activity, and then engage them while they use the workbook time. So that's the best way to go about it, but it's at the teacher's discretion how they want to use this 1 hour with them. Then we have break from 12:30 to 1. And then again, from 1 to 2, we have the second lesson. Same thing goes for the second lesson as well. And then at 2 p.m. they go for the main hall, in the main hall for assembly, where there will be a collective, like a zikr of the week that we will be reminding the kids about. And then we will go on with the salah, and after salah they come back. And like it's mentioned here, there will be days in between where we will have activity sessions, a quiz session, or to assess and retention level of the kids. And so we continuously need to remind the kids to review the topics, since they will have the textbooks with them. So we need to constantly remind them in the class that whatever they learned in the class, they should review at home, so that whenever we have the assessment or a quiz or anything, so they are ready for that, inshallah. So, and so this is the break policy.
Sister Sana, can we go back and let's just make sure that everybody can type in one if everything is clear on that, or any questions, any comments, so we can resolve right now on the daily schedule, the teaching schedule. Jazakallah khair, Sister Nazia. Jazakallah khair, Mr. Miraj. The rest also we are waiting. Hadia, Sister Hadia. The previous slide, Sister Sana.
Previous?
Yeah, the one that you just explained. This one. Any questions, anything?
What I'm saying is कि शाम को मेरा प्लान ये है कि 4 बजे करीब देखते हैं मौसम कब थोड़ा बेहतर हो रहा है, पूल उधर चलते, लेक लीनियर चलते. What do you say?
We will all join you, Sister Ruba. Okay, so any questions? And I think for the break time, Sister Sana, we have this understanding that all the teachers, once their students are outside, they're well seated, then they can go to their classrooms, they can keep their classroom closed. That is the time they can use if they need to update Class Dojo or anything else that they need to do. Please take your food also. And the people, the organizers for the recess will take care of everything. And we just come back 5 minutes before to take your students back, inshallah. Like 12:55, plan on coming out and getting your students, and they will be most likely on playground, inshallah. So we'll start sending them back in. Any questions on this? Okay, Alhamdulillah. Then we can move on. And in the assembly, inshallah, we will work on self-enrichment for everybody. And also, if you want to highlight any student work, so while you're teaching them, you have moments, you can capture them. So any student did something outside the school also. So if you have a suggestion to have a student spotlight, so please do share from your classroom on the academia group. And then we will make sure if it's done timely, then we will make sure the next week or the same day, it is incorporated in that assembly also. We'll recognize those students and we'll give them a rising buck as well. Inshallah. All right, this is enough.
Okay. Okay, so this is just going through the break policy so that everybody is on the same page as well. So we start wrapping up our session at 12:25, just like Sister Javeria mentioned, so that the kids have enough time to go out at 12:30. We remind them to use the restrooms, because you must have noticed every kid like keeps asking us, can you go to the restroom? So we try to establish that they can use restroom during class time also, but break time is a good time where they can go. We can also remind them to do wudu for Zohar Salah so that they're ready at that time. And then we can give the tokens, Rising Buck tokens for the Rising shop at before break starts. And another important thing is to make sure to mark it on the sheets so that we know, for example, if some student is not present that day, so we know that that kid did not get the token this week. So we just want to mark it so that we can give it to him next time. We want to allow 30 full minutes break time because for student bonding, because most of the students, you must have heard from them also that they come here to bond with their friends. So that's something they're really, really looking forward to. So because of this, we avoid going beyond 12:30 with our session. We try to wrap up by 12:30 at the max, and we don't want to call them back earlier for the session. We want to give them a full 30 minutes. And in case there have been some cases where the pizza was running late, so what we do at that time, we send them out for recess first so that they can go out first and then they can have the pizza unless it's very, very late and we have to change the timing or anything. But if it's slightly late or any other thing happens, we just send them outside for recess first. And then just like Sister Javeria said, the break time is for the teachers to unwind and to refresh a little. So you're most welcome to go to the kitchen room if you want to have a cup of tea, just bond with other teachers. So this is a good time to do that, inshallah. And now wanted to show the semester schedule. So everybody has an idea that we will be doing some assessments and quiz in between. So there will be some days assigned for it, so that the teachers know that this time is coming up, and we can prepare for that, some questions from the topics that we've done, and we can do in a fun way, we can assess them, quiz them, so that we are not continuously teaching them. So you want to take some breaks in between. And just like you can see, we will be doing activities also with them with different grades almost every session after the break. So we will have an assigned time for each grade, and inshallah Sister Aruba will be helping us with that. But we do expect that the teachers to stay in the class and help with the activity, whatever is happening, so that we have a very smooth way of handling everything, inshallah. So if there's any question on this, please let us know right now. And like you can see, there will be, on the last day, there will be a group presentation, and we will have a special activity for them where we just enjoy and celebrate all that they have done. And we will try and do the student certificates inside the classrooms this time, so that it's more personal with the teacher. And we can connect and tell the parents more about what they did. But we're still fine-tuning this. So if any teachers has any suggestions for this also, you can please come up and let us know, and we can still brainstorm about it and do it formally. So any questions for this?
I think I just feel as an educator, like this is the days, the assessment days and the presentation days. Sometimes we think, okay, this is just an extra, but this is the day which is truly helps me with the reverse mindset that, okay, what do I want my student to do? So that is that they are confident, successful, and productive Muslims, right? So that is the day which there's truly, it's like if you know it, then you show it, and they are coming up with those presentations. And may Allah SWT bless all the teachers who have captured it so beautifully that even now, like when we were looking at those videos again and things again, it just, it's just full of du'as. Allah SWT make all your students like a big reason of hasanat for you on the day of judgment and a continual reward. So one of the key goal for Rising Stars is that they learn, rise and shine. So I'm just going to give you an example. Like this week I was doing a middle school assembly, and I had a hadith up on the screen, and I wanted to ask the meaning of that hadith, like any one word that you can send the meaning. So like the entire hall, I only got one student who stood up. It takes courage for a child to come up and be in front of others, and we want to build that confidence in them. So inshallah, with your help and support, with your teachers' help and support, we are going to do it this in a correct way. First we teach them, so we don't put them on the spot. So we first teach them, and then we reinforce it, and inshallah then the presentation day is a day that we would love to share with everybody. And we will share a drive also where we can share those, on which we can share those student presentations, so that inshallah we can preserve them also as a team.
Inshallah.
And Sister, we need your help also on that to help us preserve them, but in a better way, mashallah, how you've been helping.
Inshallah. So I totally agree with Sister Deveria. The review might seem like it's just a review, but this is where we stop and we assess the kids and we listen to them. So it's so important to also listen to them and what they learned, and see how much they absorb the lessons. So it's a very important time to connect with them, and we want to make it very fun, in a fun way. So we'll try to come up with different ways to do it as well. As you can see, there are different things written, but the teachers are most welcome to share any ideas that they have also for quizzes and different things.
Right. And every teacher knows like how their students are as a group. So you can always tailor-made it. And then if you need anything like rewards, like you need the rising bucks for it. So definitely the school will provide that. So can reach out to Sister Sana with that specific request, whatever you have for your group, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay, now let's come to the schedule for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, since it's the first day, we are also having parent orientation open house. So the schedule is a little different for tomorrow. So the students start coming in from 10:30, 10:45. So we are giving the parents a chance to come and visit the classrooms from 10:45 to 11:30 so that they can meet the teachers, they can see the textbooks, they can talk to the teachers, and it's just a very casual way of connecting and seeing what they will be doing throughout the semester. So it doesn't need to be any formal meeting. It's just a very casual meeting where the parents come in, they just meet the teachers, they talk about it. And during this time, as soon as the kids come in, the teachers can greet them. They can give me the all about me activity. So while the kids are engaged in that activity, the teachers can interact with with the parents. So this all about me activity will be independent. So the kids will be able to do it on their own. So we just need to provide them with the supplies, the right supplies, and they should be able to do it, inshallah. And we will also be handing out their textbooks. So the textbooks can be done when the parents leave at 11:30. So we can then give each kid their own textbooks and workbook. And we can remind the parents to go to the parent session. So the parent session starts at 11:30. So we just give them a reminder in case, we see a parent still in the classroom. So we just tell them, and there should be a slide for it on the deck also to remind them, inshallah. And then from 11:30 to 12:30, it's basically just the icebreaker activities that you can also, think of yourselves. And we can use the All About Me, the poster, to talk about it. We can ask kids to come up and share something about themselves. So it's totally up to the teachers how they want to use that time. We can talk about the class rules, the schedule. We can show them the textbooks that we will be using, the workbooks that we will be using, inshallah. And then after the break, we will have a very simple topic from the workbook. So we'll just go through that. Hopefully, it should not need a lot of prep work, but I will be still sharing what the topic will be with each teacher after this session. So it should be easy. We just go through the topic with the kid in the classroom, and we do the activity together, and then we do the assembly at 2. So we've kept the first day very, very simple and basic. So we don't need to do any assessment, quiz, vocabulary, nothing for the first day. We just want to get to know the parents and the teacher. So if you have any questions for this, you can let us know right now so we can, address it.
I think I'm just gonna do some Q&A on behalf of the teachers here. Okay, so
Okay.
if we go back, we have the first child walk in. How do I know that is this a registered student? So alhamdulillah, you will be getting a sheet in which it says confirmed. So that shows that this person is confirmed. The confirmed student only is considered as a registered student, and they are only the ones who are getting the textbook and workbook on day 1 as promised to the parents who register timely. Now we have some students whose name will show trial. So those students, you will have a list of those students whose name says trial. So once you're interacting with the parents, if you are giving the textbook and workbook, because each textbook and workbook is named already, it's placed in your classroom already. So if you're giving it out, so while talking to that parent, if the child is on trial, you can let them know that if you, confirm right now, we may be able, what do you think, Sister Sana, would we be able to give a book and textbook? We have some extras for tomorrow?
We not sure, but we might for some grades, but not for all of them.
Not for all. So yeah, so that's a obviously decision parent made for delay. So we will try our best that we can provide the book and workbook right then and then. Once we get the confirmation from the front desk. So Sister Dania has to release to us that yes, this child is confirmed, their payment and everything is cleared. Then only we would be able to see if we can give them the book. But obviously, if not, then they will be getting it on the next session. So what do you do? Obviously, once you're teaching from the book, you can place that student with somebody else so that they can share for that day number 1. And there might be some students who walk in who is not written as trial on your sheet. Why? Because they just walked in yesterday, like tomorrow, they just walked in. So in that case, you can just add their name to your list. And at the end of the day, when you're leaving, those lists we can get back also from you. And then we can have a quick stand-up about it, like what's the situation, or during the week with the regular office hours with Sister Sana, we can just talk about where do we we stand with a certain child. Same thing if you feel that a child was not in the right classroom, like this kid is shown up as discoverers, but this child was not a discoverer kid, he should have been, or he or she should have been a adventurer, then that is also something that you can raise on the academia group, and then we can look into that, inshallah. So anything else, if it's coming to your mind, you can let us know. The students are picking up a welcome gift in the beginning. So as they're walking in, all the registered confirmed students, they're picking a little small thing at the front desk. So they will be bringing like a little notebook. If they are young, from adventurers to seekers, they are bringing in that. So a teacher is most welcome to give a guided, guideline for them. For even for the All About Me, I still have Zan's All About Me poster from his kindergarten. And you can always explain to them that they can write neatly. And once they take it home, they can add pictures in it, real pictures, their photographs doing those favorite activities and things. And they can always get it laminated and can bring it back also, inshallah. So it's upon a teacher, like what the resources we are getting, how to let them know that this is your textbook, this is your workbook. So we want to make it sure that it looks clean and neat and tidy. Right. And Sister Sana, we need to let the adventurers, obviously, teachers know that their stuff is staying in the classroom. They're too young to take it back and forth, right?
Yes.
But the registered students take their textbook and workbook home first day.
Yes, they can take it home.
Okay,
But
so
just give them reminder that they have to bring it back. Like if we're giving it to them, but they should bring it back next time. Every week, actually.
so the All About Me poster and the textbook and workbook goes home that
It
first.
goes home. Yes.
Alhamdulillah, other than adventurers.
Yes, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So this is the placement of the teachers. So we start at 9:30. We should be there a little earlier than 9:30. So if anyone wants to come a little earlier to fix their computers and see their classroom, so most welcome to do that. 10 a.m. We would like to request Sister Nazia to go through the word wall tutorial. So we'll try to be in a room where there is a smart screen already in place. So while the teachers are all having breakfast, we will try to go through it so that for next week when we come in, we know how to use it with the kids on the smart screen. And then we would like all the teachers to go to their classrooms at 10:15 and get ready, and they know where the textbook and workbooks are, the posters, everything is ready for the kids to come in. And Sister Dania is going to be in the front desk area, so she is going to welcome the kids. And then I think that we will have people in place to direct the students and parents to go into the classrooms. And the teachers, you can see the names here. If anyone has any other suggestion or anything, they can let us know right now so we can make changes accordingly. But this is what we have planned so far for each classroom, inshallah. So if you have any questions, let us know. And like you can see, there is a RisingStars office spreadsheet. So we will be sharing it with the teachers. So you can check attendance over there. There will be a separate page for ideas. So if any teacher has any ideas for the coming sessions or any other thing, you can just write it down there. So we want one place where the teachers write all their ideas so we can go back to it and we can see for all the suggestions. And we will share the links with you, inshallah, for that. And we will also try to share this, a map also, like a master schedule over there every time. So if you want to see, for example, if there's a special session and you want to see where you're placed or where you need to go. So this spreadsheet is the best place to go for that as well.
Inshallah. And I hope, Sister Nazia, if possible, you can record that also, your training. So in case somebody misses, then they can still benefit from it.
Yeah, no, that is the goal. Like, we want to record every single, small
Yes.
sections for people and put it in the academic, WhatsApp group. So
Inshallah.
we don't need to redo everything, we can just.
Right, inshallah. And then we will set up that drive also so that, inshallah, even in WhatsApp, sometimes it's difficult
That's
to
right.
find
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
So
so
then you can start putting that also there,
So
inshallah.
we've already shared the pictures for each classroom, so you'll be able to see them, inshallah, tomorrow for yourselves. And we just want to quickly go through the reward points. We do this just to encourage them to bring things, because we noticed as soon as we introduced the reward points to the kids, they were bringing things in like more regularly. So that is the point for it. So they're more motivated, because they know that if they get a point and if they reach 5 points, they will get a token. So this is just for encouraging them to, bring everything back on time. And then there's the Star Student Award. So this is also for encouraging them. So we will be giving every student a participation certificate regardless of their, points or anything. But this is an extra thing that we are giving them, so that they know that there's something that they will get. Like, for example, there's a student who's always on time, who's always submitting. So we want to acknowledge the effort that the parents are making and the kid is making. So this is for that purpose. And we will assess them in the following areas. So we will be sharing this with the teachers also later, so they can do this at the end of this. So this is only for end of semester, inshallah. So we can do it right at the end. So if you have any questions for this, you're most welcome to let us know. Okay, so let's go to the, I think this is the last few slides. So these are the events. So we just want you to know about the dates in advance so that you can plan accordingly. So inshallah, we will do the outdoor day on the 20th of October. So outdoor day is very important for the kids, because we want to focus on other things other than the academia part. This is the time where we get to know our students, the families, and we create bonds with each other. And it's a relaxed time. We just, go in nature and learn about different things, because we also learn about different things in different venues also. So if the teachers have any suggestion for outdoor day, they're most welcome to let us know about it. And then we will be having a field day. So all those who were here with us last semester, we had a field day and the kids really, really enjoyed it. So we will try to give them those experiences as well every semester. And it will be on the 6th of October, right after our session ends. And we will try to keep it for minimum time 1 hour, so that parents and teachers, everybody has so many other things to do during the day. So we'll try to finish it by 3:30. We will have a community drive on the 17th of November. So this is also to include the students in this aspect, that we need to contribute to the community as well. And we did something similar for the Ramadan drive. So that is the idea. And again, teachers are welcome to share any ideas that they have for this as well. And then we will have a teacher appreciation. So it's very important to come back together at the end, right at the end of the semester, exchange whatever things that we did with the students, and we celebrate all the efforts that we did. So if you can please mark the date for this also, 8 December. So we will also try to keep it short, so that we realize that we have so many other things to do during the day as well. So if you have any other suggestion for events or something that you would like to do with the students, there's always room for that as well. So you can reach out to us or let us know right now. If you have any ideas, you can share it with us. So is anyone who would like to share something? Okay, so we will go to the next one. So these
I
are
would
just
I would just want to add, just from acknowledgement perspective, like there's a lot of effort that goes in planning and arranging these. So alhamdulillah, may Allah SWT bless all those who have already shown their intention to help with this in terms of flyers. And so it's like a service to the community also. And I think it's it's very important to note down that our philosophy is great families play together and pray together. So inshallah, Rising Stars is something that we want like the whole families to get involved, inshallah. And we do have like males and boys and their classes also. So everybody is bonding together. So the more we are, the more, inshallah, those things will come out. So if anybody of your family member would like to get involved also in any of this standalone events also, then most welcome, inshallah.
Okay, so we just wanted to share some parent comments. So when we asked them to submit their forms, we have a area where we want the parents to comment as well. So these are just some of them that we wanted to share with you as well, so you know what the parents are, commenting about and what their thought process is like. So, for example, there's one person who said that they want the kids to be surrounded by good company and love to learn about the deen. So this is the core of our program, where we give them the environment to come and bond with other children. And then there's one who said encourage public speaking activities, teaching methods of making friends in the non-Muslim community, teaching them importance of seeking leadership roles. And then there's one parent who said that by living in the US, it is likely that our children will face negativity from people of different faiths. So I would love my child to learn how to react when they face a difficult situation and know how to answer difficult questions. So basically, the idea is to for them to understand our core of our religion, so that they're able to, express it to people around them. So that is the basic idea of our program as well. And then to learn about history, how to pray with the surahs and meanings. So that is basically what our program is about. So we just wanted to share. So there's so many comments like this coming from the parents, and it's good to see that the parents also have the similar mindset, with aligned with our program vision as well. So if
Sana,
you guys want to
do
share anything,
no,
yes.
I just want to say, like, do share the the student name of this, like, the by living in the US, and encourage public speaking. I want to know and
Okay,
teach
inshallah,
that in
can
my
do that.
class.
Okay, inshallah, inshallah. Okay, okay. So now I think it's over to Sister Javeria, and if you want to have any questions or any suggestions, so this is the time now to share anything.
So we would love to hear everybody just say at least any one thing. So I'll start with from discover. Like I start from any order. I think maybe anybody wants to share anything, say anything.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh,
Alaikum
okay.
assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. I would like to give a small suggestion. This is regarding the message I read in that group. Parent is talking about the child's not able to understand, it's having a problem with understanding, right? That's the message. So regarding that, actually this Rising Star curriculum, mashallah, it deals with all the Islamic study subjects. Mashallah, it's really good. The expectation from the parent, the expectation, what they need, the information the children want, information they get from the class, and they share it with them. That's very important, right, for them. Most of the parent, like they know the level of the children, like when it comes to subjects like English or math, they know which level, the average or above average, they know about their child, right? But in the case of Islamic studies, very few of them give that interest, right? They want to improve the child in Islamic studies. So what the parents' expectation is, what the child is learning, they get the mail, of course, they get the mail what they're learning every day. I mean, in the class, that's more than enough. But still, they're expecting some information from the children. So in our class, in when teaching method, if it is made even more easier, my suggestion is like when they are giving presentation, I noted, everyone were like, they were sitting and they were showing more interest in the presentation they were doing. So likewise, we give a small like kind of videos, or showing them a small stories about what they're going to learn. For example, if it is surah, giving them a small video, I mean, showing them a small video on it, that's, they get the information, right, very easily. So that's what my suggestion is, that like for a prophet stories, like giving them a small clip on it, visual learning, and exactly what you have said, visual learning, showing them the videos of the stories on the prophet stories, they get the information very easily. That's what, for example, Azra's, you have seen Azra's project, those project is for high school, but still if it is shown to discovers or strivers, they will understand those slides. Okay, this is what Jannah looks like, or this is what we have to eat. So those kind of teachings, that makes a lot of difference. So we don't have to worry about like the child did not understand. No, definitely everyone can understand this kind of visual teaching, showing them a small videos about the surahs or the prophets. So that's what I like to suggest on. So it'll be easy for the teachers,
Yeah,
easy for.
Jazakallah khair wa ahsanul jaza. Excellent suggestion, Sister Mehraj. And during the summer, I was working with a lot of educators, and I was talking to different key stakeholders in different schools as well. So Ikra cartoons has this prophet story, Sira, and they also have the Quran links also. So inshallah, we will run it through whatever you would like to show your children on the technology. So number one thing is like technology is working. The second thing is you're familiar with your presentations. So at the Rising Stars, alhamdulillah, that is the goal, that we provide the maximum, opportunity like for our kids to absorb. And obviously every student learns in a different way sometimes. So we will have, you do totally have the right, if you want to show something, just run it via the academic team, like just run it by Sister Sana as well, just to make sure that you're not showing something which is not right?
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm saying,
yes.
like authentic videos.
Exactly. So we will just make sure. So as a protocol, since we have a spectrum of teachers, so it's just as a protocol, just run it by Sister Sana as you plan your day. That okay, Sister Sana, I'm incorporating this thing as well, inshallah. So and we will be more than happy to do that. And that's the goal, inshallah, that we can show them those. And I'm suggesting look into Ikra cartoons also. There's a whole Sira series and a Quran series also there, which is very effective. And just like as you said, if you want to bring senior students to come in for a certain topic or do a quick presentation, also we can do some.
That involving them also, it's like
Yes.
presentation. I personally saw these small children, when it's done presentation, they also are interested. They sit silently, watch it,
MashaAllah. Yes.
So
Yes.
that makes a
And
lot of difference.
right. And on that note, I wanted to, I'm so glad that you brought this up, because I wanted to pass my heartfelt apology that, this is how we are, that alhamdulillah, we are getting so much positive response, alhamdulillah. But as as the stakeholders, any one negative feedback is something that we take very seriously. So in that interest, I had shared that, but that doesn't mean that the teacher is not doing her work. That doesn't mean that, like you guys have not done what was supposed to be done. It just means that we need to, like as a school, as a system, as Rising Stars, we are just open to all kind of things. We are open to suggestions. We are open to criticisms. We are open to anything, because at the end of the day, our goal is to help our children rise and shine. So alhamdulillah, we will tweak however it's needed. And in case there's a child who needs, like there are some children, like mashallah, some of the teachers dealt with, who had some other problems, like there are some physical, like there are some genuine issues a child could have, and there could be cognitive skills issues and things like that, then we will inshallah have like an intervention in place at that time. So please, teachers, I request you, if anytime you see that there is some child and he's not gelling and it's creating some problem in the classroom, then please do not wait till last minute. Let us know, and then so that we can take right actions from day one, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
All right. So anybody else? Anything?
Yeah, that is very smart. I think, I faced a lot of problems with
Right.
this younger kids. They were all like special kids, majority of them, who were introduced in that grade. I don't know, it was Discoverers or what is it, like Explorers.
Mhm.
So we should have done that.
Right.
Instead, I was
So
just taking them on. Yeah.
Right. So we have like a standing ovation for you, Sister Said, and Said, mashallah, tabarakallah.
No, I don't want any appreciation for that, but
Yeah. So alhamdulillah. So this time, now that we are, most
Yeah.
of us are returning team members, alhamdulillah, we know a lot of things, we know each other as well. Our goal, as long as our goal is clear, then we will inshallah we'll make sure that it happens. And at the same time, the child is being helped, and we have to, if there is a child who he's not serviced well by Rising Stars, then we have to let that child go and direct the parents to take him or her to the right place, inshallah. So that we will do as a team together. And there would be confidentiality involved. So even if it's, if I know there are teacher kids also in our classroom, so it's not like we're going to talk about these in the corridors or just, like walk up to somebody and say how my kid is doing. We do it in a professional way. Like even as a mother, if let's say Sister Hadia is not doing something right, we deal with it, in a professional way. We sit in a meeting and we talk about what the front desk did or did not do, or what the, so we will deal everything in a professional way, inshallah, without any emotions involved. We will do it in a professional way. We will have a PTC. We will get that relevant teacher involved. We will get that relevant student involved. And then we will see what's the best strategy for that person.
Excellent idea.
Yeah, and we do have
always
like,
believe in that.
yeah, and this time, alhamdulillah, I have some coaches and mentors standing by, so they will be, also assisting us in the process. And with the leadership, other leadership access that I have, alhamdulillah, inshallah, we will incorporate that. So, but the idea is like, if there's anything that's concerning, let me go to that, inshallah, that please make sure that you send it to RisingStarsKidsProgram@gmail.com. So any concern like this, if it's regarding a student, if it's regarding, you're showing a presentation, I think the step number one protocol is that please send an email to RisingStarsKidsProgram@gmail.com, because that way the entire relevant team can start looking and investigating on it. So in case a parent comes to you and they make a comment that, oh, you know what, it doesn't work, or there's something going on or whatever, please tell them, I'm sorry that, you had to face this, but please send an email to RisingStarsKidsProgram@gmail.com and we will get back to you. So unless it's documented, we will not be able to address it. So this is something, as teachers also, you don't have to entertain any such questions, comments. If any parent walks in and tells you, hey, let's do this or let's do that, please tell them, please email to RisingStarKidsProgram@gmail.com and we will get back to you, and we will have, it's a great idea. It's a wonderful idea. Let's, let's take it to reality, inshallah. But it starts by sending us an email officially, and then we'll start from there. Any questions on that? Anybody?
That's very professional way to deal with the situation,
Right. Right. So no matter what happened, it just has to go. And let's say if there's any injury or something involved, the front desk has to be involved, and the front desk will take care of it. So you can just report it, and then we will take care of it, inshallah. The first aid kits should be there in every classroom too. But in case something needs to be called, or there's a need for, Allah permits, there's a need to call for 911 or something, we have to let the front desk get involved at that point in time.
And that's a very nice suggestion from Sister Saida. I talked to her earlier. She said that if there's any parent has a concern, like this parent had a concern that their kids are not understanding, so we can offer them like a session after the class for like 5-10 minutes, but they need to let us know in advance. So if, for example, if a parent wants to come, they can email us that we want to speak to the teacher. So they book that session with the teacher, and the teacher knows in advance that this parent is coming.
Right. And then, and that's the intervention plan, right? So the intervention plan has to be properly documented and communicated. We cannot just expect a teacher to stay back, because as teachers, mashallah, you did your best. So at the dismissal time, or whoever is left behind, you just leave them in the multipurpose room, and then you can check out. Inshallah, we will have some lanyards for you. So as you're coming in, you get it from the front desk. That's your checking in time. And when you're leaving, you just leave it back at the front desk. So that will be your checkout time. Inshallah, those will be there. But in case any intervention like this is needed, may Allah SWT bless you for taking that in, and definitely it will be communicated to you. And as administration, we'll try to first handle it at level 1, and then we will take it to level 2, inshallah.
Yeah.
So
but our main purpose is the kids should go back and, they have learned something. They should discuss it with the parents,
Right.
It's the parents' job too. While taking them back on the way back, they can ask, what have you learned today?
Exactly.
And if we can suggest this in the assembly on the first day, please cooperate with the teacher.
Right.
And go along with, instead of asking at the end that, oh, we don't know where the kid was, because they don't ask.
Exactly. So that's the goal of our orientation.
I always used to tell them, please go and discuss with your parent and come back.
Right. And then we will incentivize that, inshallah, and that's a plan. And inshallah, we are planning on bringing like color day or some other fun days also, so the kids are more involved. The parents get to see it. Oh, you know what, they're wearing all red today. What's happening? Or, something like that. So we'll incorporate that also as we get started. So inshallah, on that note, I'm just going to, put a note here that at Rising Stars, inshallah, you all are the stars. May Allah SWT enable us all to be there for our students. And on the Sunday, we're going to use a distributive leadership model, basically. So at this time, if there's anything regarding academia, anything is coming to your mind and you want to discuss it, tweak it, do it, and then Sister Sana will be there. Just message her, inshallah, as far as academia is concerned. Overall, the operations, it will be me, inshallah, to help with overall operations, parent interaction, or if you need like support staff in your classroom, or let's say something is not working out as a team, any such conflict, you can bring it, but again, just email it to RisingStarKidsProgram@gmail.com so it can be addressed. Technical issues will go to all our male members. They will be there, inshallah, to remove the furniture also, make sure we have the cafeteria set up, the salah prayers are set up, and all those kind of things. Zen will be there, inshallah, for as a recess coordinator this week, inshallah, and we will try to make sure that we have somebody who helps them, enjoy and have a good physical activity outside as well, inshallah. So that is the plan. With that being said, may Allah SWT bless all of you for being here. And alhamdulillah, great families play together, pray together. So I hope each one of you have a great time, great bonding time at Rising Stars. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the most beloved of people. I want you to pause here and just ask. Sometimes we are making so much of an effort to please each other, to please our family members, to please others around. But the most beloved of people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So just ask yourself that question, do I want to be that one? So the most beloved of people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who brings most benefit to people. And the most beloved of deeds to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is making a Muslim happy, or relieving him of hardship, or paying off his debt, or warding off hunger from him. So alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen that at Rising Stars, with this great teamwork, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us this opportunity to apply this. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes us people of benefit, because these families truly, like the comments that we get, it's just so overwhelming, the kind of response that we get. And alhamdulillah, it will speak for itself when we will see all the returning students there, subhanallah, that it's amazing how this is helping shape lives. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable us to help each other be happy. So I know we all will get busy, but at least a tight hug, a tight squeeze to each other, big smile, and then we will be at our places, inshallah. And at the end, if possible, then yes, we can stay for 5-10 minutes for a quick enjoying the smile that we did it. And inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it a great start onwards. Now we do have the Rising Stars shirts project. We ideally wanted it that we give it out on day one, but because of things going on, it was not happening. So alhamdulillah, it will be an opportunity for our students also to still be able to put in a design if they want to. The campaign is going on tiny.cc/let-us-aim. So if you know anybody who can be a possible sponsor, or would like to participate this time in this efforts of khair, then you can definitely reach out to them. You can definitely talk to them, and it's just this link that you're sharing with them, and everything else is laid out over there. So it is tiny.cc/let-us-aim. And how does it look like when you go there? There's a whole detail, and it's all about, more than anything, we need everybody's du'as that they are partners of khair, and then there are other opportunities to get themselves as sponsors, inshallah, of this event. Now, alhamdulillah, this year we will have the parent teacher organization as well, which is PTO. If anybody has a suggestion for the name, they can still give it, but I think since it's more easier to understand, it's PTO. And we will have Sister Sarah. She will be leading our PTO efforts, so she will have her presence also on the orientation day. And we will have so basically, as homeroom teachers, you can have some teachers, some parents, encourage them to join the PTO, so that for your class, we are hoping that every other week we can have one class bake sale or something, so that that can be also utilized for your classroom for any things that you need and things like that overall. So inshallah, we'll try to have at least one key member identified as a PTO lead from your particular classroom, like for discoverers. And so they will have their own. We will, inshallah, from next, maybe in a week or two, we will have a PTO team meeting. So those moms or dads, they can come in, and Sister Sarah will be leading them, inshallah. So we will introduce her. The Sister Sarah Wazilat is the mother of Shanzish. She will be joining us, inshallah, this year. And then anybody else that it's the link is JoinRisingStars. It's the interest form for any volunteers. There's so many people who like to work for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They couldn't find opportunities. So even if they just want to come and be there, we have opportunities. So you can always share it with anybody, across with your families. So again, we will close with the note that Ghazan first started with, that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides one person through you, it is better for you than all that is on the earth. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to stay steadfast. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve us, that we end our lives on kalma shahada, inshallah. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable others around to be confident, successful, and productive Muslims. Jazakumullah khairan kathira. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. By time, mankind is in loss, except for those who believed, who did the righteous deeds, who reminded each other of truth, and who reminded each other of patience. May Allah SWT make us of those. And there is still opportunity for inviting others to khayr. Inshallah, alhamdulillah, we have additional classrooms. If need be, we can split some classrooms as well. So some classes as well. So if you want to share, the links are there in the students group. If you don't have it, please reach out to Sister Sana. But still in your groups, in your circles, in your friends, your colleagues, you can share and help change, transforms lives, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. I will hand it over, Sister Sana, if there's something else that you would like to add in. Otherwise, we'll close, inshallah. And see everybody tomorrow, fresh and smiling and happy.
Alhamdulillah, everything is covered, and we look forward to meeting everyone tomorrow, inshallah.
Just on
Most welcome to come, like anytime after 9 is good, so that we have enough time to bond and, you know, to set up the classroom and everything, inshallah.
This is just a pop-up thought, but Sister Sana, do you want to do a color day tomorrow for us as a staff?
For us, so it's up
Huh?
to all the teachers.
Yeah, anybody wants to vote? Black abaya possibly, and a green hijab maybe. What do you think? Jazakallah khair, Sister Saeeda. We will keep it 2-3 minutes here. Yes, Annie, you have a green hijab, alhamdulillah. Like green shades, any shades of green. Let's see, everybody put in one that yes, then we can try to make that for girls. We can have like a black abaya, and any shades of green will work, right? So, okay, all right. Anything else? We will stay in the room for 2 minutes if anybody wants anything individually or something. Otherwise, you're most welcome to go. And there is Salatul Janaza in ICNF of one of the founder members of Ilm Academy. His father passed away, so if we can benefit, obviously it's one kirat good worth of good deeds. Keep their family in duas as well. This is Sister Somi from Ilm Academy. Her father-in-law has passed away. Allahumma ighfir li wa lahu wa lil mu'minina wa lil mu'minat. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.